What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Stardust here, and welcome back to a video on the new Wonder Woman game coming out. Now, I was going to say just Wonder Woman, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now, I've done the liberty of looking up some job listings for Wonder Woman to see exactly where we're at. Now, the reason that I know these specific job listings are for Wonder Woman is because they say that. There are a few job listings that seem very specific, but none of them mention Wonder Woman, and I didn't want to speculate at all in this video. So one of the job listings is Senior Technical Artist and Characters. Now, the reason I'm showing these is because this will help us know exactly how far along the process is with the game development of Wonder Woman. So, for example, this role here, Senior Technical Artist, Characters, this role is focused on pipeline, content construction, and best practices for modern character creation, including modeling, animation, and surfacing, along with other game-focused pipelines. A Senior Technical Artist will work with the technical directors and the content leads to help build the infrastructure to create the next generation of character models. So this individual, this job would work with building up the characters. Now, these are the knowledge and skills that you do need. None of these seem to really give out a lot of information about the game, however. Now, let's look at this one. So this is Principal Software Engineer, Tools Lead. So here we go. As the studio's tools lead, you'll be leading tools engineers and working closely with the senior technical artists, content development leads, and the rest of your peers on the core technology team, to develop state-of-the-art content authoring technology. As a principal level tools engineer, your domain will span as much of the content authoring pipeline as your skills and interests dictate. There's a lot of weird sayings here. You will be responsible for designing, implementing, and maintaining pivotal new technologies for our talented in-house team of content developers. In addition, as part of our studio's highly collaborative engineering group, you have ample opportunity to share your experience and expertise on the development of both tool-specific and general engineering systems. Now, this seems really interesting because, again, all of these things sound like really early on development stuff that you should have probably grabbed a bit sooner. At least that's kind of how I feel with it. So for example, right, this one's a pretty big one. Lead designer on combat. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of crazy. But anyway, lead combat designer to be responsible for significant contributions to game design, with particular focus on the design, standards, implementation, and polish of combat and player-focused gameplay experiences. You work with the design leadership to create compelling prototype designs that help define or support the gameplay structure. You will then guide a team to implement these designs using proprietary and third-party tools. Now, we will look at the at what you'll be doing on the daily here, because obviously a lot of people be interested in the combat, right? Work with the team and studio leadership to identify gameplay and combat goals and propose solutions that live within the technical constraints of our proprietary technology. Ensure combat feel is meeting all goals while iterating throughout the development cycle. Mentor the designers working on combat, focused on workflow improvements and implementation details, providing regular feedback on both their creative work and workflow. Work with the production, design leads and the studio leadership groups to deconstruct the combat design process to establish measurable development phases with specified goals. Now, again, doesn't seem like there's a lot here that kind of gives the details, but I do think it's very important to note that not having a lead designer for combat yet is an interesting one, and obviously not being a game dev aside, that does seem like something you would probably need to have. So senior software engineer engine, for this role you will be you will work closely with your technical lead and the rest of your peers on the engine team to develop state-of-the-art technology for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PC. So does that kind of confirm that these will only be on the next-gen technology? That's quite interesting, because we know that that probably won't be happening in the year of 2022 at the very least. So 2023 and 2024 kind of feels like that's kind of put itself there, but that is a bit of speculation on my part. Your domain could span the entirety of our runtime, and your responsibilities will include both maintenance and extension of existing systems, as well as the design and implementation of pivotal new technology. And obviously they go on a little bit to discuss sort of what you would be doing. Again, not a lot of information that you do get there, but again, very sort of feels like kind of like first step sort of deal, right? My little concern is that that trailer come out way too early. So advanced artist slash animator facial. Now, obviously for this one, it's essentially animating the faces, right? So as you can see here, creating exceptional facial animation content. Candidate will work with the team on establishing and maintaining and continually improving the quality of facial animations for systemic in-game presentations and real-time cinematics. So that's pretty cool. Again, though, feels like feels like something that maybe should have been done sooner, you know what I mean? And also familiarity with Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games is pretty interesting, kind of going off that theory that this is going to be very much a Wonder Woman version of those games, right? Senior software engineer, audio, of course, with this one, it would be your only audio stack within Monolith's proprietary, really annoying word, Firebird engine. This includes our audio kinetic wires integration, audio packing / baking, audio feature support and internal interface exposed to gameplay engineers. Targeting the Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5 and PC, you will work with the audio designers to identify opportunities to grow our audio capabilities to achieve a dynamic, rich soundscape. Again, sounds really cool, but kind of tells you how far along development is. I do believe that with this being very focused on the next gen stuff, that this game probably won't be out until 2023 at the earliest, 2024, probably at the latest. But again, all of this seems very sort of beginning, right? You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know when you expect to see Wonder Woman hit the stores, or, you know, when we're even going to hear anything again about this game, because clearly lead design and combat and stuff not yet being filled, that is a scary one. That is a bad one. So for anyone who's expecting this game to come out this year, sadly you're on some hopium copium, and that's probably not going to be the case. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in a bit. Peace.